started. I did a manual check for updates just now. They're pretty slow about updating it, if I remember last league correctly. They're probably busy playing. You can't update, must farm.
Can you blame them?
Yes. Yes, I can.
They want to play the game too, man.
Alright, Act 8 boss. Here we go. Ouch, that really hurts. Sir, could you not? Go vulnerability. Actually, it's two ladies.
I was about to say, aren't those both ladies? Did you just misgender those bosses?
I said that to my boss one day. It was so funny. It was a good joke for like 2 years.
What?
Sir?
I was talking to him. I was like, he was saying to me, you know, this person called in and I was like, oh my god, did you just assume their gender? And he was like, oh, you got me. I better go talk to HR. It's so funny.
People get their feelings hurt
Like,
over some dumb shit these days.
did you assume their gender? No, I've met them. I've met them and talked to them.
You gotta wonder what's going on through people's minds that actually believe that shit.
It's not
It's a weird, it's an interesting subject.
Yeah.
Here's a Reaver sword.
I too have a lot of opinions.
I can't do this.
Man, I dealt with so much of that in Ashland. It was kind of insane.
Remember, humanity needs us.
Remember, you can't hurt people's feelings. This is America. Avoid enemy chills and freezes. You can't reflect a freeze to a box.
It comes down to, like, I have a nuanced opinion on the subject, and it's like explaining my position on it would take time.
I have a question for you, actually.
What's up?
So I saw Daniel Moore had a picture on his Facebook page of him looking in a very interesting way. And I was wondering if you had any explanation.
I don't know what picture you're talking about, so you'd have to elaborate.
It was a picture of him in like fishnets, stockings, and
Yeah, okay.
so you know what I'm talking about. Don't dodge the question.
I didn't know what you were talking about, but like, I mean, I can imagine that he would do that. I believe he says he's non-binary at this point. I think that was the last thing I heard.
Plus he's
But-
trinary?
Yeah, I mean, he's way down the rabbit hole on that kind of
All right, logbook.
like, because he's put himself really deeply into the social justice camp, that whole thing. So like, this is part of the whole my thing on that whole issue is that it's like, I believe as far as like transgenderism is concerned, it's like, I believe that that's a thing. It's called gender dysphoria.
Dysmorphia.
Yeah, dysmorphia, that's right. There's a real issue. There's a real thing that some people have and are going to have a really hard life because of it. Like, their life is just going to be harder than other people's because they have this issue. And
You're
I think
about to go
that
down the rabbit hole. You're about to say some stuff you can't take back.
and then I think there are some people who don't have that issue who are claiming to be that because it is victim status, and that is worth social points in this modern world.
Good close.
Yeah, it could have gone very poorly.
For real.
Especially since all this is going on the internet. All right, so
Welcome.
I'm about to do that logbook.
Do you have time to help me set up my PoE thingy before you do that? My
The other-
PoE trade.
What's that?
Welcome.
I'm setting up my PoE trade.
Farewell.
Okay.
I was wondering if you have time to assist with that before you start your.
Your PoE trade. Okay. What do you need to know about it?
I'm trying to set up the hotkeys so I can look and see what things are worth.
Okay. So what I did was I set my hotkey to F4. So if you go into, are you looking at the stream or no?
The default.
No, it's not. It's not the default. Okay. So
I don't think I ever changed it. That's what it is for mine.
no, I think I helped you set that up to that because it's Shift D by default.
You may be right.
It's Control D.
Control D.
All right, then yeah.
Yeah.
I'll see.
Shift D would make a big D, and we don't want a big D on the stream. Okay. So we run this. No.
There's a bunch of female streamers who would disagree with you about what gets views.
Guess so.
And Big D.
Oh, your face when he said
We're not going there. All right. So this, if you go to settings, hang on, for chaos, this is important. If you go to settings and then all right. Thanks, bud. All right. Yes. Settings.
Who are you thinking? Oh.
Not thinking anything. Go to hotkeys. Open without auto hide. I set to F4. So that'll allow you to highlight or mouse over an item, hit F4, it'll show you everything, and then you can alter all the stats without having to worry about it disappearing as soon as you move your mouse. And then if you want to open items on the wiki, you can just hit Alt W while you're moused over it. Map check. Well, if you're running a bunch of maps in an area, it will highlight the maps that have modifiers on it that you don't want to run. So if you go to maps, you can say, I don't want to run max resistances. I don't want to run unique bosses, stuff like that. I don't want to run reflection of elemental or physical damage, stuff like that. And it will automatically color coordinate the maps for you. Let you know which ones are which. And then you just save it. And then in game, while the program is running in the system tray, you just go to an item, hit F4, it'll show you everything here. And then you can just click whatever stats you want to compare with whatever's on the internet. And it'll show you price comparisons. And then down at the bottom, you can click on trade to open the trade website within Path of Exile. And you can click the little egress button to open it as a web page on your second screen.
I can't do this just yet.
That Golem Ward? Did that one, did that one, did that one. This one's that one, okay. You have Trade Companion?
No.
Okay. Trade Companion puts the little squares on your screen when people message you for stuff. And then when you go to the stash and you go to that tab, it shows you where exactly the item is, so you don't have to search for it. And then you can, it has buttons on it to say thank you and kick them from the party and other stuff like that. You can kicking people from party. What happened to you?
Oh, enable the program.
Well,
Gotcha.
I will see.
All right, logbook. Let's do this thing. For the
Well met. The Oriathans haven't been very friendly to us. This expedition might take us through one of their sites, and I have half a mind to desecrate a bit extra on purpose.
so this one gives me additional chest markers, which is the little things that they stick in the ground to symbolize a chest, as well as more artifacts. The other one is quantity of artifacts and number of monster markers. Go with the chest markers. Opens a map to the mountainside. Haven't been to this one yet. And then when you go in here, you look at the map, it's littered with a bunch of icons. And you're like, holy shit, what do I do? The first thing you do is you look around. And you look around for hidden areas. That's not a hidden area. That could be. You won't really know until you have the little plunger with you. I have 15 explosions on this map. So I don't see anything that might be hidden. The interior map that I did earlier had a lot of hidden areas. Maybe there are some that don't have hidden areas. All of the shrines on the map you cannot use until you blow them up. So I was like, oh, shrines. I was going to get them all before I hit the plunger, and I couldn't hit any of them. If there's going to be any secrets, it's going to be on this bottom wall. And then you got new markers like this one here. Funky looking one. You have markers like that now, which are runic chests. Here we go. Let's see. I do want currency. Let's go this way first.
Don't we all?
Immune to cold damage. That's fine. Grab these 3.
I can't do this just yet.
Grab these. Go for this currency chest. Here. Go for this stacked deck. Here for this. I'll have 7 more to place. Holy crap. Camp there I want to blow up. Gotta find the right pixel. Right. Got it. A couple of unique items. Get those.
Oh, dang.
Come down here. Hit this. Items dropped by runic monsters are fully linked.
Ooh.
Yep. Doing that one. That's a good one.
In before everything they drop is the one pocket.
Yeah, of course.
Alright. So I've placed all of my stuff. Finally. And now I hit the plunger. And reap the rewards. And try not to die.
I say, and by reap the rewards, he means fight a whole bunch of monsters.
Chaos orbs. Sweet. And the rewards have been actually quite good. The last time I did one of these, I got like 1,000. I got 450 of each of the small ones and like 200 of a different type that was a bit bigger.
Nice.
Stuff like that. So you can see like I got 90 in that stack, 60 and 48. Currency, nice. See what this is. Nice. Distillation. Divination distillate, whatever it's called. And then you fight different monster types in here that you haven't seen before as well, so you gotta be careful about those. Keeping up with the explosions would be tough, I think. Another sulfur flask. 59 greater off that one. Other unique amulet.
I believe in traveling light.
Gotta go back to town. Got one fully linked item. Rude. Chaos Orb. What's this one? Did I just get that helmet? I did. So I got 2 of those. And that's how it is. And sometimes you get hidden areas. Like if you do an interior map, there'll be hidden areas that you can bust open to go in, find stuff. There'll be like, you know, 2 to 5 chests behind each one of those. All this stuff away. And then I got 324 of the small tokens, another 188 of the small tokens, 51 of the big ones, 178 of the medium ones. So you get quite a bit of currency from these. That's the best way to actually farm for the currency, I think. Instead of doing maps back to back, I think doing the logbooks is probably the best option. A 20% quality puncture, which gives me 30% more damage. Oh no, it doesn't. It gives me bleeding deals damage faster.
I mean, that's still good.
I'm gonna use it.
I would assume you would, yeah.
After I level it. I'm not gonna use it right now.
Let me tell your future.
But it's nice they give you multiple portals to do these. Because there's a lot of loot that actually drops out of here.
I believe in traveling light.
Already? Jesus. Tetris music for this kind of stuff, man. Alright. Yep, and that's it. But I highly recommend you scout your map before you decide to go whichever direction you're going. Hey, what's up, Colm? You just made it. Can I not be so far ahead? You just made it to Act 4? Well, hey, at least you made it to Act 4. Some people don't even make that far. Yeah, some people don't even make that far.
Really?
Especially this league. Yeah.
I mean, hardcore, I guess some people have died.
Oh yeah.
Especially there's a group of streamers who are doing a hardcore challenge where
Yep,
they're not
I've seen
allowed
it.
to use logout.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how bad that's gonna be.
So far I know at least one of them has died 4 times.
Yeah. Pretty funny. Anybody want one of these skull heads? I'll post it in chat for you.
I'm not doing a summoner build, so.
See you soon.
I mean, I've used them without summoners. I mean, it's got 14 resist all, 58 max life, and 66 mana on a helmet.
That is pretty good.
And it's got evasion and armor.
Uh,
I mean, I'm just gonna sell it.
yeah, actually, definitely would.
What? Do you want it?
Use that. Sure.
All right, I'll put it in stash.
All right.
It's worth the chaos. There's still a 75. There's still a 75 life, 35 strength belt with 2 good resistances on it. And it's got room for another prefix if you want to add something to it. Eep, what just happened? Clicked on the wrong thing. Iron Man.
I am a douche.
I believe it.
It's innocence.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You get killed?
That was poison. Or something. I was not being, like, I got killed by nothing in particular, from what I could see. Just, like, just draining all of
That's so weird, man. Nothing always kills you.
I just couldn't, like, whatever it was, I couldn't see it. It's some sort of damage over time effect, I guess. Because there were no projectiles anywhere near me, nothing meleeing me, and my health was just draining and dying, going away. So I assume I got hit by a dot of some sort.
You probably ignite or something like that. That's the only thing I can think of that has damage over time that he does, because he does fire damage.
Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably exactly that.
Every once in a while, my wife says those words, and I'm just like, right. And then I have to wait a whole month to hear it again.
That you're right?
Yeah. Feels good every time, though.
I can't do this just yet.
Got him. Yeah, just the one ignite death.
So if you're looking at the screen, James,
Yeah.
you see how I can do green all the way around this thing, but if it touches the detonator,
Yeah, I already looked at it, man.
yeah,
I did
yeah,
one of mine.
yeah. Because you were like, I can't do it. I was like, I'm pretty sure you can do it.
I figured it out.
I do want the essence. Screw that other chest.
Ooh, I want to wear those boots, but I'm not smart enough.
Could you imagine that, like, real application?
Oh, right?
My IQ isn't high enough to wear these boots. Like, sir, those are lab boots. You can't wear those.
Like, I feel smart enough.
You have to carry around a card with your stats on it. See, I can wear these boots.
No, what's funnier though is that you can have jewelry you carry around that makes you smarter.
Yeah. It's like, well, if I equip this watch,
Yeah.
puts on Rolex, am I smart enough now? In fact, you are.
Yes, sir. You have become intelligent enough to wear these boots.
But don't take off the watch.
25%
Ridiculous.
move speed, 65 max life. I want them. I want them on my feet.
There's some guys on the internet that do that, man. They like they make a bunch of video game characters and then with real life people, and then they do like silly in-game stuff that makes no sense, and they live action play it out, and it's pretty funny.
I'm 5 int off of wearing them.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Are you using a necklace that makes you smarter?
No, I'm wearing a necklace that makes me more dexterous, but also it's got it's the one you gave me. It's still the one you gave me.
Wow, that's forever
Chaos
ago.
damage. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, 27% increased chaos
The
damage.
talisman.
And it has soul siphon.
Nice. That's actually a really good node. No wonder why you've used it for so long.
Yeah, dude, it's actually ridiculous. The only problem is it doesn't have health.
Do you want these to roll, old man?
I can't do this just yet.
Yeah, I can roll this.
All right, I'll throw them in the stash.
Alright.
I'll hurl them in there for you.
Farewell.
Blessing.
Ah, June. It's been too long. Can't wait to get some unveilings. All right, they're in the stash now.
Dude, I cannot wait to start getting those crafting recipes from June.
Was somebody wanting that belt?
No, that's yours. You can have it.
Alright.
I threw it in there because I had 2 of them that had pretty good stats on them. I've just been kind of throwing things in there that you guys might be able to use. I need to run these 2 heists so I can get these stupid quests out of my inventory.
I mean, do it.
I don't want to right now though. Having fun going through the campaign. But Act 9.
The speed.
Anybody having resistance problems?
No, because I use the crafting bench.
I was just saying, I had a pair of boots that had 3 resistances on it.
Oh, that's nice.
And move speed. Anybody want them?
I mean, yeah, definitely. How much? What's the What are they? What is their defense type? Are they evasion or armor or?
Horn, nice. Their evasion looks like.
Perfect. Then yes, absolutely.
They're not high level boots, but they're not too bad.
The ones I'm wearing are not high level boots.
Okay.
The ones I'm wearing were made for walking. And that's just what they'll do.
But will one of these days those boots walk all over me?
Probably not. Yeah.
Good. Because
They'll probably fall apart by the time we get there.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah, this build is pretty good for open areas, man. You just off-screen everything.
So I'm level 43. I probably should go do the lab, huh?
Yeah, because that would have made your bleeds 100% chance to hit. Actually, 130.
I also need to go do labs. I've just been kind of blasting through campaign stuff.
Yeah, you should have done lab before you went to do Dominus.
Yeah.
Hey.
I could be permanently phasing at this point.
You know, there was somebody else who had that issue from Ant-Man and Wasp.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had to do some crazy stuff to fix it, though. Getting closer to maps, man. So for your character, Deji, are you doing any ailments, or are you just doing straight physical DPS as fast as possible?
Fire.
Fire. So you're doing ignite?
Interesting.
Is all your damage converted to fire? I know the weapons damage is.
Yeah.
Or are you using like elemental damage with attacks and stuff?
Yep.
That's an interesting build. I've never heard of that one.
I don't
Yeah, I
have
don't know that one.
I don't have even a 4-link going right now. Like, I've just been cruising off the individual skills on a 2-link.
Why aren't you using a 4-link? Don't you have orbs of binding?
I don't think so.
Really?
Orbs of binding instantly make it a 4-linked item. So, and it makes it rare.
Alchemy that also makes it, yeah, it's an alchemy that also makes the item 4-linked.
Because you should be getting boots and stuff that are 4-linked.
What is this nonsense?
What colors do you need on your items? I'll look for some.
I need to go through and see which things actually affect the skill the best. Right now I'm using elemental damage with attack, Cyclone, and Pulverize. But it's, aside from elemental damage with attack, Cyclone, it's infused channeling
Is most of your damage going to be physical hits? Not physical, but hitting them, or is it going to be from the ailment?